Dude, I think I smoked him, baby! Yeah! Just pulled into Walmart. You can see we're not in Pennsylvania anymore. Got Ike, Troy. Opening days in 2 days. We're gonna be out here chasing mule deer bucks, bows. We got some supplies to pick up. We're gonna hit the road, hunt for 8 days. Should be a fun hunt. Let's get after it. Got all our supplies, got about a 2-hour drive through the mountains. We'll head up to our spot. Well, we made it to our unit and we took a little nap. Got a little rest and relaxation. Now you can see we drove way up on this ridge where we can see a whole bunch of country. We're just gonna glass tonight, scout, hopefully see some deer. So you can see there's some aspen timber pockets on some southern exposures, some brush, oak brush. We're about 9,000 feet. Hopefully we see some deer and get some confidence going here, get a little momentum. Troy and Ike are headed down the ridge just a little ways. I'm gonna head off on my own, just maybe 800 yards. I'm gonna walk out this point here, get out on that point, and I should be able to see an entire big ridge. We'll see what we see. It's always kind of nerve-wracking. I'm always nervous at first on these kind of hunts until we kind of first lay our eyes on animals, because you know, we've came 2,000 miles and we've never been here. I think we know where deer will be, but you never know until you come. And this is kind of the beginning part of the hunt where we're trying to find an area that we want to hunt for the rest of the week. We'll see what we find. I think we'll see deer, decent amount of tracks, good amount of other hunters up here, but there's going to be a lot of people hunting elk and not deer, so got to get acclimated to the elevation. It's definitely us eastern folks, takes a day or two. Even though you're only at 8, 9, 10,000 feet, it still takes a couple days for us to get used to. So you can see I'm already panting, but let's get to the top of this ridge. Awesome country up here. It's almost like we're on top of the world, but you can see all that brush over there. Edge habitat, man. Right here it's like looks like we got a deer track in there. So I've been glassing for probably about an hour and a half, ate dinner, and the deer just started coming out. I just picked up 6 or 8 does, you know, a mile away, couple different spots, and one doe was bedded in front of me, maybe 500 yards, right by a water hole. You can see the sun's just starting to set, and those hills back there are getting shaded. And so what I'm gonna do is, I gave this a good once over. I'm thinking maybe, hopefully the bucks just are coming out a little later. All the deer I saw came and hit water and then went and are feeding. I'm gonna go check this other side hill quick, see if I can't pick up anything. Hopefully Ike and Troy are into them. They should be seeing deer too. So.
What'd you see?
10 does.
10, we saw 6 does and fawns.
Over there.
Huh? No, most of them were like 30 yards from us.
Really?
Yeah, one almost ran over, like had been 5 yards away, and that snorted at us and took off. And Troy up and just walked over the top of the hill, and there was a doe and 2 fawns walking back, like this direction. And then I saw 2 like right down below us in like some oak brush.
With none of us seeing what we were looking for that night, we looked at our maps and found a knob that we could do some long-range glassing from in the morning. got set up for a morning glassing. Last night I didn't spot any more deer. All we saw was does like you guys saw. This morning I came down, put my binos up, and right on this hill, right over here, I spotted 2 spikes or forks or something. But they fed off pretty quick before really first light here. So light just coming up, I got the spotter out. We're gonna check that far ridge, those pockets. We'll see what we see over there. I can Troy her a little bit on different angles, looking at kind of the same general area. Well, way over there, in that meadow right there, there's a small herd of elk, maybe half dozen cows, and nice either 5x5 bull or maybe a little bigger. Nice bull. But don't have elk tags, sadly. Maybe we can use it as a little bartering information later with the elk hunters, see if they see some deer. I'm wondering if, right now we're looking at mainly the north slope. There is open meadows on that, but I haven't picked out any deer over there. Curious to see what Troy's seen, because he doesn't miss much normally, neither does Ike. Troy just spotted a buck right down here. Nothing huge, but we're gathering information. Came up, paid a visit to Troy. We've been sitting here, and a doe came out and bedded right in front of us in like 490 yards. He didn't see any deer on that side either, the far north slope. So, kind of wondering if maybe the deer are all on this side of the mountain where we're sitting, because if there was deer over there, we ought to have been able to see something. But dang deer laid right down right there. Spotted 2 more does come up and bed kind of close to where, or hang out kind of close to where that other doe we saw bed. What me and Troy are gonna do is kind of just go and check all these little finger ridges that come off this main ridge, and check all the shaded sides, very similar to where we saw these deer come in, and see if we can't pick up some bedded deer with some spotting scopes. We're gonna do this for a little while and then go up, get our bows, shoot them in, see what Ike saw, and go from there, make a game plan for tonight. Alright, give us an update what we saw this morning.
Alright, saw a couple of buck this morning. Cool, saw 2 little buck. All 3 of us jumped a pretty nice, looked like a 4x4. Popped over into the next drainage, but maybe we'll be able to pick them up again tomorrow on opening day. Saw some elk, a couple of doe. Started to get them dialed in, we think. We've been kind of figuring out a pattern. Seems like they're on the south-facing slopes, moving from the east side over the west side to feed and bed. So we're hoping now we're starting to connect some dots. Tomorrow we'll be ready. Hopefully we'll be able to make our first stalk on opening day. Now we got to dial our bows in. 30.4.
30 yards.
I'm nervous.
High. It'll be dead on.
I've not been looking forward to this part. I'm still where I'm going to shoot. It's going to go like 3 feet to the right.
Alright, I'm off. We're gonna see if she's on.
Be dead nuts to me.
Me and Ike are set up. Troy just left, but we've been glassing this south-facing hill for a good while. We've seen like 15 or 20 does and fawns, but no bucks yet. It's not quite sunset, but we know that people saw bucks in here earlier today. So hopefully something pops out at last half hour here. Then we'll have a solid game plan for the morning if we see some bucks. Alright, Ike just picked up a buck. He's got him on phone scope. He's way over there where the does were at earlier. Let's see if... We're gonna scan hard. There's deer coming out. We got like half an hour, 20 minutes to see what we can see.
serious?
Shit. There's about 20 or 25 elk over there on that freaking face.
Jeez.
That one's freaking big. There's a herd up at the very top. And that, like,
Drop a waypoint to give to those guys.
I got 2 of them, yeah. Because there's a herd up at the top. And then I was looking down the bottom. I thought there was a whole bunch of deer. And they were elk too.
No deer?
I hadn't seen any deer, no.
I found a buck, Troy. It's a Y buck. It's a big Y buck.
Dang, I thought you were saying he saw a monster buck.
Me too. I was pumped up.
I did too. I thought it was a freaking mega mule deer when I first seen it. Okay.
I mean, it's a Y.
Yeah.
That's a big Y.
Pretty big one, yeah.
I'll shoot that Y buck. I think we come back tomorrow and just try to see if any other buck come out. And then just see where they go, and then make a play on them like in the afternoon or evening. Like they go into that oak porch of that we went to see where they went in at, and just try to sneak in like 40 yards away, like at like 4 o'clock, and wait for them to come out right before dark. I don't think we have it. I think that's our best play right now.
Subscribe to see part 2 of this hunt.